What is going on YouTube? All right, so got the house to myself for a little while and decided I wanted to make a video. And since I don't have anything new in my sports memorabilia collection, I said, you know what? Today would be a good day for like a top 10. So today is going to be my top 10 baseball autographs. And every piece I'm going to show has been in a previous video before, but this will be the first time all 10 of these are together in the same video. And everything I'm going to show you has either been authenticated by JSA or PSA. So in no particular order, let's get started. All right, so the first piece I want to show is a bank check filled out and signed by the great Hall of Fame catcher, Mickey Cochrane. See, it says Gordon S. Cochrane. And that's one of the coolest things about checks, is you don't just get that regular autograph. You get their full name, the way they would sign it, for a check or a document and things like that. So these are always cool pieces. So this is from 1952, and it was filled out for the Fellowship Hall Foundation. So that is a really cool signature of the great Mickey Cochrane. Okay, so the next piece I have here is a Hall of Fame plaque postcard signed by one of the greatest pitchers of all time, Leroy Satchel Paige. If we could have only seen him in the majors his whole career, you can only imagine. But yes, this is a cool autograph that actually my father bought this for me for Christmas. Like, I'm going to say at least 12 or 13 years ago, at least. And this is just a beautiful piece to have in the collection of the great Satchel Paige. Okay, and the next piece I want to show off is this beautiful autographed baseball of the Mick, number 7, Mickey Mantle. This is such a beautiful, clean ball, nice single signed, of Mickey Mantle. And, I mean, come on, who doesn't know this guy? If you're a sports memorabilia collector, you got to have a Mantle ball in your collection somewhere. So this is my Mickey Mantle signed baseball. Okay, and the next piece I wanted to show off is a letter from 1937 that was signed by Connie Mack, one of the most legendary managers in baseball history. I mean, a guy who started his career in the 19th century and then managed the Athletics for over 50 years. Really amazing. And even though the letter is somewhat faded, that autograph is very bold, jumps right out at you. The letter's from 1937, which is the year he was actually elected to the Hall of Fame. So that is just a beautiful piece signed by, like I said, the legendary Connie Mack. Okay, and speaking of legendary managers, this is one of the coolest pieces I'm going to show you guys today. And this is a Hilton Hotel preferential treatment card signed and owned by Casey Stengel. And you can see right under his signature, his home address and everything. And this is just one of those iconic pieces that I just love to find things like this. Because anybody could just go out and get a cut signature or a index card or something like that. But how many people do you know have a card that Casey Stengel probably carried around in his wallet every day? So this is just an amazing piece, signed and personally owned by Casey Stengel. You can't get much cooler than that. All right, and the next piece I want to show off, this is a ball signed by the 1961 New York Yankees. And the most valuable signature on this ball right in front is Roger Maris. And really, when you think about the 1961 Yankees, who are you going to think of more than Maris? Now, it's a team-signed ball, and actually the only clubhouse signature on this ball is Mickey Mantle's right there. But you see above him, you have Yogi Berra, which is an authentic autograph. You have names like Elston Howard, who somewhat of a rare signature. And even down here, well, it's a little blocked at the moment, but it says Ed Ford. So that's a cool Whitey Ford signature, but the Roger Maris autograph is the reason that this ball makes my top 10 list. Okay, and the next piece I want to show off is this 1962 program. Chicago Cubs versus the New York Mets. Now there's 10 signatures inside this program. But the reason I'm showing this one off on my top 10 list is because of the signature of the Rogers Hornsby, two-time Triple Crown winner. Just one of the greatest hitters of all time. You know, just he's one of those autographs I wanted since I started collecting. And I got this piece for a steal. Truly did. And it's just cool to have these old programs and read through them. And like I said, to see all the different signatures that someone had got. But like I said, the reason this is in my top 10 is because of the autograph of Rogers Hornsby. Okay, so the next piece I have for you is another program. And you see that this program, New York Giants, 1945. This has two signatures. It has Vince DiMaggio on the top. But the reason this makes my list is because of the autograph of the Beast, XX Jimmy Fox. Just like Hornsby, this was another signature that I always wanted in my collection and found it on this beautiful vintage program. These are just so much fun to collect. And like I said, right there in the front, Jimmy Fox. Okay, so the next signature is one of the greats of the dead ball era, and this is the Gray Eagle, Tris Speaker, on a glossy photo postcard. You can see how bold and beautiful that autograph is on this postcard. Really is a great piece. And Tris Speaker was definitely one of the greats of the dead ball era. Very happy to have this in my collection. Okay, and the last piece I have to show, still after all these years, is still the gem of my collection, and that is my Babe Ruth signed ball. This ball was signed in the early 30s. You see this old reach ball with the blue and red stitching. And, I mean, when you think about sports memorabilia collecting, what's more iconic than a Babe Ruth signed baseball? I mean, all of us since we were kids, seeing, the Sandlot, wanted a baseball signed by Babe Ruth. I know I did. I've had this ball for over 6 years now, and it is still the gem of my collection. It really is. And I just love thinking that Babe Ruth held this baseball in his hand and signed it. Just truly amazing. So I had to save this one for the last. All right, everyone. Well, as always, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my top 10, and I will see you all next time.